This podcast is sponsored by CompareTheVet247.com, your AI-powered vet finder.
So we had a quick break there because your phone keeps going. You're
sorry.
like a business guy. People keep calling you and stuff like that.
I put it on silent now.
Have you?
It was me. Yeah, it was me joiner. Just needed some bits doing.
You've been working the practice then, yeah?
Yes.
You always have been working the practice. It's like it never
Gotta
stops.
Feed my network.
Feed the network. Build the beast. So
one thing I didn't mention before.
are you interviewing me now? Go on.
No, it wasn't that. But
Don't put it blowing your own trumpet again.
Yeah, no, this is blowing my own trumpet. So one of the things I didn't mention before, that back in 2008 when I first started the MRI service, one of the first things I did, which at the time was revolutionary, was I started fixed pricing.
Was that not done before?
Nope. We were the first referral centre in the country to start fixed pricing.
Did that cause problems for other people?
To be honest, it might have done, but I don't know because I didn't listen to anybody. You know, I didn't hear any.
So
news.
where were the ideas coming from then? Were you looking at other practices?
The ideas were coming from different professions.
Not the veterinary profession?
No. So a lot of people live and breathe the veterinary profession.
And don't see outside it.
And don't see outside it. They go to vet shows. They watch vet conferences. They are all in a box. Whereas I'm the opposite. When I finish work, that's me done. Like, I don't do anything to do with the veterinary profession in the evenings. And the only time I go to vet shows is to get really drunk.
And use the free bar?
And use the free bar, of course.
Yeah.
So my network outside of this is, like, I get idea. In fact, so we've got a two-tone logo, right? So North West is in white, Referrals is in pink.
Okay.
I got that from Modern Family, the TV show. Their introduction to their cast has a white first name and orange surname. And I thought, that looks ace. I'm doing it.
But you just used your opinion of that looks ace, I'm doing it. That's it.
Yeah. We go.
There's no science, no fact checking. Just
no,
boom.
not interested.
Okay.
I also take a lot of inspiration from Formula One. Formula One is
a business,
of course, but Formula One is the pinnacle, is the absolute pinnacle that you would never, that most people can't comprehend the complexities that go into.
No.
They're
not full fans like us, to be fair. They just see the cars go around the track.
And I take a lot of inspiration. From Lewis Hamilton. Now, this might be a poor conversation with you, Mark, and it might be a one-way conversation. But that boy, right? So let's take the 2001 season. No, no.
You're going to go here, aren't you? You're going to go here.
It won't take me long, I promise. So the 2021 season. So in my office, you'll see up on the shelf, I've got a Lewis Hamilton helmet, the purple one from 2021, and I've also got the Max Verstappen helmet. Now, Max Verstappen, I hate.
You have got the Max Verstappen helmet.
I have, yeah. It's also signed by him as well. I got it signed in Italy by him. But I hated Max for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
But 2021, after reflection, was one of the greatest seasons of all time, because you will only ever learn more from your failures than you will ever winning. So 2021, Lewis Hamilton had to win all 6 of the last races. Every single one of them. Now, you imagine someone telling you have to be perfect for 3 months, day in, day out. Every single race, you can't make one single tiny mistake. You can't, when you pit stop, you can't be 10 centimeters ahead of the wheel guns. You need to hit every apex. You need to be on the absolute limit for 6 races or you've lost. Now, he won 5 races back to back with Max Verstappen, who was a dirty driver and did like to crash and swerve and all these different types of things. You imagine what mental strength must you have to be that perfect weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend. Even in Brazil, right? In Brazil, he got disqualified last. Max Verstappen first. He's last, Max is first. Most people at that point will have given up. Okay, it's gone. Done it. Not Hamilton, man.
So
His headstrong is unreal.
So that's where the inspiration comes from.
That's where the inspiration comes from. You watch Brazil 2021. You watch that race and you follow Hamilton, and that is my mindset. I don't care how bottom I am. I will be first. And he came first in that race. He came first. He won it.
So answer the question, Max Verstappen, why have you got the helmet?
I've got the helmet because it represents 2021.
Okay.
And after all of that hard work, he was perfect. 5 races.
Mm-hmm.
He was perfect for his 6th race. And at the end, something out of his control got done and he lost the championship. How bad must that have felt? And how worthless, what kind of emotions must you have dealt with at that point? And the guy was an absolute gent and dealt with it like a legend.
And so this is the inspiration.
Yeah. And then he came back.
And did it again.
And did it again. And did it again. And did it again.
Do it.
And that's the point. And that's the point. I've just watched the David Beckham documentary. Have you seen that on Netflix?
I haven't seen it, no.
Like, no help. No help. He got death threats. His family got death threats. He just battled on. A World Cup when he got the red card.
Mm-hmm.
No one to help deal with it. He just battled on.
One sec. I love the way we're interrupted by actual real world business. You can't be doing a podcast in a vet's, and I'm supposed all the way throughout the audio for all this. There's dogs and stuff going on in the background, so it's so not staged.
I know. Absolutely.
It's unbelievable. So okay, so Lewis is the inspiration, and I'm going to give him credit now because he drives the red car.
Of course, yeah. We're friends because
we are friends because we've been adversaries for so long.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's battling. He's battling.
Yeah.
This is the biggest battle of his career.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So from that, we'll see if you can tame that wild horse.
But do you know what? All you got to do is give it a go. You just got to give it 100%. That's what anyone can do in life. No one can give any more than what they've got. They can try and develop themselves and be open. Mm-hmm. I've got this bookshelf behind me that is full of self-help books.
So do you believe in that?
100%, yeah. You can always better yourself. You can always change your mindset. You can always be better. You can always have a positive mindset. The last book I read, let me just get it.
You've got a book? I don't see. I don't know this side of you as a book reader. When do you read books? On holiday, I guess, more than anything.
No, to be honest, they're audiobooks.
You're cheating.
Yeah. But what I do is I get these books because I offer them to staff. Here we go. This is the last book I read. Which sounds, when I give it to people to read and advise them to read it, it sounds like an insult. But the title is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Doesn't that sound really bad?
It does sound really bad. But it sounds really bad knowing from you because people see a certain side of you and this is not it.
No, it's not. But it's also how to deal with people because everybody's different and everybody gets dealt with differently. But when someone comes in and says something about me, even if I don't think that opinion is correct, I will still take it as a valid opinion. When I offend someone, that's got nothing to do with me. They're offended. That's their feelings. Maybe their feelings need to be sorted out. Yeah. Their opinions need to change.
So you don't think that people should go to prison for what they say on Twitter?
Well, you're taking it to a different level. I am not going to talk about politics.
You're not going to go there? No, I'm not going to drag you into that.
Because I'm not interested. That's as bad as news.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. You don't do news, do you?
I don't watch the news, ever. I've never watched the news since COVID. Never. Not a single bit of news.
So from a veterinary business, and you do attend vet shows, which you've done
regularly, yeah. I've got to, you've got to work on a network. You can't just create a network and let it sit.
But you don't take the news. How do you stay in touch with the veterinary industry, or is it fair to say, by the sound of it, you're making your own path?
Yeah.
be fair.
Well, first and foremost, how I get news is I speak to human beings.
That's the concept.
Yeah, I pick up the phone and I'll ring my competitors. I'll speak to them. I'll speak to them at shows. We're RCVS Hospital, RCVS Awards. Most of the time, the RCVS tell me what the new news is.
I tell you.
So every 4 years, I get updated with that. Like we are current, but as far as what the new trends are and all the rest of it, like we have just developed a new service that, again, is the first in the whole referral. And that's...
Can we talk about what is that?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, it's fully launched and ready to go.
What is it?
So we offer, obviously, referrals in ortho, neuro, soft tissue, MRI, CT, and all these different types of things. So most of the time, the way that a referring practice would try and organise that is they'd ring up the main number.
Yeah.
Or they'd email.
Yeah.
You ring up the main number and you get through to reception. That's problem number one. I rang up and tried to refer something for I can't remember. I think it was eyes because we don't really deal with eyes. And I said to her, she needs something doing. It must have been. I think it must have been something like a lung lobectomy or something like that. And she said, "Just give me a minute. I need to get my ectomy book because that's a long one." Her ectomy book.
Oh.
And I was like, "Really? Can you not just put me through to someone who does know what they're talking about?" And she was like, "Oh, well, they're all busy. They're all in surgery." And I'm like, "Well, I don't need a surgeon to phone me back. I just need someone that knows if they can do this."
Mm-hmm.
So this is the biggest problem. So in most cases, fixing the animal is the easy thing.
Right.
Yeah, we've got genius surgeons. Like our TPLOs take about 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. They're a doddle, man. We do hundreds of them.
Right.
Hundreds.
So what's
Never had a
the
problem.
challenge? If the surgery in the animal,
the challenge is getting the animal here. The challenge is not having the first opinion vet on the phone ringing up. Oh, someone will call you back. Okay, they get called back. They're in consults. I'll call them back. Okay, they call them back. They're busy. Like, come on, man. We're wasting time and we're stressing vets out for no reason whatsoever.
So this is the customer experience conversation.
This is customer experience. Customer experience. Like 9 complaints out of every 10 complaints are communication and money. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not clinical.
No.
It's not, the vet messed it up, put the wrong screw in. Where these guys dedicate their life and they're highly trained people who know what they're doing. And most vets nowadays are brilliant. If they don't know what they're doing, they'll refer it. So that's a fabulous, position that we're in.
Admitting where they are and
Absolutely.
actually seeking somebody further up the chain.
Yeah, absolutely. And no one ever really outdoes themselves. Now, the biggest thing is communication. Now, what we've done is we've created a WhatsApp group with all of our practices.
Yeah. I somehow ended up in your list of people and thought I actually got notified of that. Yeah. Because people like to talk through text and stuff like that. Do you not think it drives them away from the personal side of having a conversation?
Absolutely not. Because most of the people who are in my WhatsApp group, I do speak to and I ring.
So you do both?
Yeah, of course. But the quickness. So we had one yesterday. Cat was in an RTA. Get it x-rayed. They took a picture of the screen, right? Which, of course, is not diagnostic quality.
We know that.
It's not DICOM.
But it's better than nothing.
You can see pelvis is smashed, yeah? So if the pelvis is smashed, it needs fixing. I don't care about anything else. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, there might be soft tissue damage. There might be a diaphragmatic hernia. There might be all these things. Who cares?
Get on with fixing the problem.
Man. Just get it in and fix it. So all that referring vet wants to know is when can you see it and how much is it going to be? That's the only 2 things they care about.
Seems obvious.
So we go, send us a history, we'll phone the owner. You get on with your consults. Why is no one doing that? So we've now developed this service where you can have, we've got some WhatsApp groups, the receptionist is in it. The vet doesn't even text us. So the vet walks by and goes, "Can you text that guy? I need this dog to have a TPLO." So the receptionist goes, "When can you do TPLO?" "I can do it tomorrow." "Okay, send the history." "Thank you." Done.
So speeding up the process from the customer experience. So okay. So that said, what's next?
Oh, what's next?
Well, the what's next thing is basically, in a nutshell, it started off with your dad in a certain way. You've got credibility. You've taken telemedicine to get your credibility. You've got your own staff. You're building the customer experience. you're not really looking at the veterinary industry. You're looking at other industries and other inspirations to bring into your business. What's next for the business, James?
The answer to that is I have no idea.
Well, you're getting inspiration as it stands so far. I mean, you just wake up, ping, with these ideas?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, but it's also speaking to people. You know, you are who you surround yourself with.
Right.
So I have a very good friend of mine called Derry.
Mm-hmm.
He owns a glamping site in Skem. Well, actually, he owns a glamping site, and he's got sites
Devon
all over.
I was going to say, he's a success story, right?
He's a success story, absolutely. And we have these very frank conversations, which are really weird because me and him used to, mate around, and we used to go out with like £5, and we'll be out till 11 because that's all we can afford.
Yeah.
And obviously now we're both very successful. It's a different story. But
you've not forgotten the roots.
He has the same mentality as me, and it's all to do with the mindset. Once you get the mindset sorted, then you can then create these genius ideas. Like the same thing, for instance, it's more experience. So say people want to fly in a private jet,
mm-hmm.
right? If you ask someone really why do they want to fly in a private jet, most people say just Instagram, so I look cool. Yeah. But why do people want to fly in a private jet? Because it's worse than fly if you're fortunate enough to fly first class.
First class, yeah.
A private jet is worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's tiny,
but it's
you can't stand up.
It's how it looks and how it appears. And I actually saw recently, because I went from Manchester recently on holiday, there is a company there who has got the body of a private jet, yeah, and it's a complete setup. It's at Manchester Airport.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay them, and essentially you will be picked up by a black Range Rover, driven across.
And you can go put an EasyJet flight.
And you get put on an EasyJet flight, or they've got a complete cabin from an old private jet,
yeah.
And it's not even a real plane. It used to be scrap,
yeah.
But you basically get on board and somebody serves you, and the whole thing stays so it looks like you're getting on a private jet.
Yeah.
You're driven up with the Range Rover.
Yeah.
You get on the plane. You sit there. You get served drinks. There's no wings on this thing. It's completely image.
Yeah.
And they charge £400, so they video the whole thing, so you look like you're a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they're booked till 2027?
Yeah.
And they do 12 of them a day.
Yeah.
It is image. It is image.
It's image, but a lot of it is like, so for instance, back to the private jet thing. So some people genuinely do it because it wants to be quicker. You don't have to go through the terminal. You don't have to be there 2 hours before.
Yeah, that's the thing for me.
A lot of celebrities, obviously. So we go to the F1, and if you go on the short flights, all the F1 drivers take private jets. That's just so they don't get mobbed, because they get mobbed by people taking selfies and autographs and all the rest of it. But as I say, you get a private jet. So I'm going to Baku next week to watch the F1.
Mm-hmm. Is that EasyJet or?
No, it's not EasyJet.
Is it not? How are you getting there?
I'm going by Azerbaijan Airlines.
Is that even a thing? Are you making that up?
No, I'm not. No, it's the only direct flight, and the fact that it is the only direct flight means that the drivers will also be on there as well.
Oh, damn!
Which is a nightmare. But yeah, a lot of the guys won't go private jet because it's a 7-hour flight
in a small plane
in a tiny private jet. Now, obviously, like Max Verstappen's got his own massive plane, so that's,
he's got a TriStar, hasn't he?
So
some description.
you could go to sleep, and of course, it's protecting the environment as well. There's another reason why they do it, the carbon footprint of it. But the majority of the time, they don't do it because they want to lie bed flat, flat bed and all the rest of it on a long flight like that. But it's the experience. Anyway, back to this is how Derry. This concept is come from Derry. It's not come from me. But he's thinking, what do people want that experience?
Mm-hmm.
People are not interested in the actual flight. People don't care about. They're not interested about that, man. It's really uncomfortable. I've been very fortunate to have been on one, and it's really crap. It's really crap, honestly. When they serve you hunched over like Notre Dame because they can't stand up because it's tiny.
Right.
It's really loud. It's really loud.
Right.
Like you've got to put headphones on, really. And Yeah, it just takes the same amount of time as a normal flight. You just don't have to. You just get a glass of champagne at the terminal, and you go to a private terminal. That's it. But the price difference is insane. But people do it because of the experience.
But once you've done the experience, it's kind of game over doing it again, right? You wouldn't do it. Would you do it again?
No, not if there was a first class possibility.
No,
never. There's no point. Like, I'd maybe do it if there was like 10 mates and you can spread the cost between 10 people. Then it would be like more of a party.
So are you saying then that this sort of retainment of the customer and retaining people is what your focus is on, that they'll retain by thinking outside the box into retaining customers? That's what you do. That's what Derry does.
No. Well, yes, I suppose. But Derry is all about the experience. So, and this is the same as what I've taken from him. So he's put in a guest services, which has cost him a fortune.
Right.
But so this guest services, he just can't charge for this guest services. He can't charge for it. But every single person who now goes to his glamping site, they get a glass of champagne on delivery. And that's included. Okay. And he's added a person to take all of their luggage up to their lodge on a little buggy.
Right.
And he has he treats it like a concierge service.
Okay.
And there's no other place to offer that. The other place is, are you in a key box?
I've done it. I've stayed at many.
Yeah, you've stayed at them all.
Yeah.
And how you feel that's the value. It's got nothing to do with the pods. The pods are amazing. They're out of this world, but everybody does them now. So he's like, everyone does them. How can I be different? Well, I can be different because the experience I can offer. He's just put a bar in the middle of a woods. And now he does cocktails in the middle of the woods because no one else does it.
So this is thinking outside the box.
This is just thinking outside the box. So we did the same thing with our WhatsApp group. What is no one else doing? What does everyone want? Everyone wants it to be straightforward. They want no stress. They want things to be quick. How can we do that?
It's taking away barriers of entry.
Yeah.
So the next plan for you then is about removing barriers of entry. What else are you going to do? Got to keep moving with the times.
I just want to be better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday. When you say I want to be better, you as a person, the business, the staff, both, everything?
All of it. I want everyone to be better than yesterday. I want my staff to be better than yesterday. I want to try and find a way to mentor my staff into absolute brilliance, into so much brilliance that they no longer want to work here because we're not good enough. That's what I want.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if my top surgeon leaves. I couldn't give a monkeys.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like obviously I'd be very upset. I've worked with him for 8 years. And I class him as a dear friend. Mm-hmm. But I say to every single person who comes to this building, if you are not happy here, or if you'll be happier somewhere else, go, man. I don't give a monkeys. I'm set for life. Mm-hmm. Nothing can affect me. Mm-hmm. I'm done. I do this because I love it, not because I need to. All I want to do is get people to be happy every single day, as happy as I am.
Yeah, because you're spending enough time of your hours of your life at work. Yeah. It's got to be
Why would you not want to be happy?
Well, because people watch the news.
Yeah, maybe because people watch the news. If you're not happy, find happiness. Be that number one job on your list is find happiness.
Who's the biggest priority in your life?
Who? Well, my family.
But if I had to give you a single person?
Oh, my wife.
Over yourself?
Oh, yeah. Because I'm all good.
So you don't need to prioritise yourself?
I don't need to prioritise myself because I look after myself every day. I go to the gym every day. I do an hour in the gym every single morning.
Do you?
Yeah. So I look after my health. I look after my wealth. I look after everything. And mindset and mental health is a big thing. I have very strong opinions on mental health. And I like to help people. I've even worked with you helping people set up CT scanners.
Yeah.
Why on earth would I do that when it's taking my customers away? Because all I want to do is help people and for them to be happy. What's the point in life if you're not happy?
Well, this is something we try and share, right?
Exactly.
Supporting each other.
Yeah.
Doing what we need to do for each other.
And it's a big issue, I mean, we've got obviously big upset in the veterinary profession and, we find it very easy to get staff now because some people have a rough time working in the corporates. I've never been there. I don't have any views on it. I just know that when people do come to me, they have this reputation. But surely there's a way to change it. But there's no way they can be as personal as me. I know everyone's name. I know everyone's dog. I know everyone's partner. I know everybody here, and I know them reasonably well. There's no way anyone else can walk in when you own 10 practices and know everyone.
Okay.
Is there? The key to a business is to make the first 10 staff family.
Make the staff family.
Make the first 10 staff family.
Right.
Now, yeah, you can't, once you get past 10, it's difficult. Difficult because, think of places that have got 400 employees. You can't make 400 people family. I don't care what you think you can do. You can't do it. You can know their names and you can, geez, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's way too many.
But I live and breathe this stuff, and that's hopefully what my staff believe. I'm non-clinical, but when we get an RTA in or something where I've booked it in and I've helped, I'll stay. And I'll make them brews. I'll make them coffees.
You're a tea boy?
I don't give a monkeys. I'll do whatever. Dog pisses on the floor, I'm on it. Nothing's above me. I would never ask anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
Okay. Right. To summarise, I've got 3 questions for you.
Oh, jeez.
These are the loaded gun questions. You've got to be honest with these.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And these are actually from the Diary of the CEO.
Oh, I like that guy. My wife follows that guy and keeps telling me, I've read his book,
but
the wife listens to his podcast.
I think a lot of people do. Right. So these are basically conversation cards. These are quite useful, really. These are not designed for podcasts, but these are questions that he's asked on his podcast. Okay. And actually people use them for conversations in relationships, husband and wife.
Oh, right.
I know, it's quite interesting. These were specifically for you.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, there's a full deck there. So,
awesome.
Having known you 10 years plus, these are all loaded gun questions. But they're perfect. Don't look so nervous. You look nervous.
I'm not nervous.
I know you're not nervous. Right, so can you, and it starts off with this easy medium,
one.
hard.
Yeah.
So can you describe what winning means to you?
What winning means? Happiness. Simple. That's an easy one.
Okay, so winning is happiness.
Winning is happiness. I was winning in 2012 when I lived in a 2-bed, semi-detached house. I drove the veterinary ambulance as my vehicle.
Was that Fiesta? It was a little
Fiesta.
Fiesta.
It was a little Ford Fiesta.
Yeah.
Me, the wife, 2 kids, happy as Larry. We couldn't be happier. Just because we've got money doesn't make any difference now. It's still as happy. The wife says it as well. We would definitely go back there. We still had a great time. We just did less stuff.
Yeah, I think the wife, which is going to be on the podcast, she's a weapon, right?
She's a strong, independent lady.
she's an absolute weapon, having known her for a very long time.
And she is the reason I am as good as I am.
100%.
Yeah.
And you have no problem in saying that.
No worries.
So this is a trickier one. They get worse. So what is your biggest regret? And you can't say nothing. Okay. And if you could go back, what would you do differently? So what's your biggest regret, first of all? And then what would you change?
My biggest regret.
This can be personal, professional, whatever. Just thinking now.
I am thinking. Jeez, you should have preempted these ones. I would have had them ready.
Listen, I want this to be a live fire environment and for you to say what comes into your head.
My biggest regret. Do you know my biggest regret, actually? I'll tell you this one. Because I don't have many. I don't believe in regret. I believe in yesterday's history.
Okay.
But when I started the business, I learnt nearly everything from my dad.
Okay.
What I'd wish I'd have done is joined an external training profession as well.
Right.
And had external training as well as internal training.
Okay.
Because I did when I did my management course with Brian Faulkner in 2014, what I took from that really, really sent me into success.
That was the
because my dad learned management himself.
Right.
So he was teaching me what he knew. Mm-hmm. But there was other stuff. I mean, obviously...
This is kind of part of the networking, right? Spreading the network to learn more from different people.
100%. I'm still friends with Brian now. I still see him at shows all the time. He keeps telling me I need to be doing the lectures, not the other way around. But yeah, I think probably biggest regret is, not getting external training as well as training from my dad.
But what would that have brought you to develop faster? That's about
it.
Yeah. What would you think you would have shaved off your upward curve?
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah, I reckon.
So there's a lesson there then to other people that basically don't just sit with one information stream, learning stream.
Yeah.
Take as many as your brain can
spread it. Fingers as many pies as possible.
Well, if that's your biggest regret,
that's pretty good, isn't it?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no doubt some people car crash that. The most difficult one, which this isn't difficult for you, because I've just looked at it and thought, that's a rubbish question. I should have made it a lot more tougher, to be fair. But it depends how honest you are.
Okay. I'll be very honest.
Oh, I know you very well. So, how do you take care of you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've already
you've covered happiness. You've covered the gym.
So, yeah, I mean, the most important decision you'll ever make in your life is who you marry. 100%. Okay. That's what I would be telling my kids. 95% of your entire life will be dictated by who you decide to make your partner. So, what was the question again?
How do you take care of you?
How do I take care of me? So I take care of me by, I go to the gym. I keep myself as healthy as possible. I'm not a health freak by any means. I have a nice drink every weekend, and
we know that.
My diet's certainly up and down.
Weren't you found naked on a train once going to Scotland?
No, that's not true.
That's not.
You don't need to make lies. There's plenty of stories.
No, I've got pictures. I've got some pictures of you, various body parts being exposed in foreign countries, which is true.
I have a fabulous network of friends who I can speak to as regularly as or I can not speak to them for 6 months and then meet up with them and be like it was yesterday when I spoke to them. Okay. So I have very, very good a network of friends as well as a commercial network of people. But to be honest, my wife probably she lets me do loads of stuff, and that is the reason.
Business stuff, personal stuff. This is you taking care of you.
This is me taking care of me. Yeah, COVID was tough, man. COVID was tough. What do you know what got me through me? COVID, Call of Duty.
Blowing people up. Shooting them.
Call of Duty, man. And I'm telling you, I bet you some people have the same story. I used to be so bad, and then I would get home, I would have my tea, and I would go on to Call of Duty with all of my mates, and I would switch off. Completely switch off. And then sleep, back on it, and refresh, ready for the next day. And COVID was really tough, trying not to get closed down and trying to come up with new requirements and trying to change the rules and trying to adapt so quickly to all these different things.
So your wife letting you do these things, managing him however you want to manage him, is how you look after you. Because she's basically, what you're saying is that the 90% of this you looking after you is her looking after you.
Absolutely, yeah. She lets me do anything I want. The boys put on a poker night on Saturday night. Text me at 11 o'clock in the morning. Chrissy, can I go to the pub tonight with the boys, play poker? Yeah, no worries. She knows there's always time for her. We're going away this weekend for a work event, actually, but then we're going away next week to Baku with just me and her. I play poker every Wednesday, so I always spend time with my boys. I spend time with my computer games. I go snowboarding for a full week with the boys. Yeah, I usually do a Formula One trip with the boys. I have separated time with together time. I go fishing with my son. I take my daughter horse riding. Everything in proportion. What I see sometimes is people are so obsessed with one thing. They do one thing for ages, So they'll take their son football and they won't do anything else. So they don't go out because they've got their son's football the next day.
Obsessing over one thing.
And they'll be so obsessed with him or her that they will not look after themselves. Whereas my kids will go, "You're not going to take me there?" I'll go, "No, absolutely not. I'm looking after number one, lad. Number one in this family is me." Not you two. You two are the kids. What happens nowadays is the kids become number one and they're not number one. You've got to earn that number one. I'm number one.
Didn't Richard Weston just enter chat?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But that's the way it is. And
it's without compromise.
Absolutely. And also it works the other way around as well. So when you ask Chrissy, what does she do to look after herself? She's the same thing. She has me. And I know when to support her and when to let grow a pair. And it's a fine line.
It's a very fine line.
Do you know what? I've got it wrong a few times.
Listen, yeah, I mean...
But support, man. Support when we had our kids. If I wasn't there for her, that's a slippery slope. That's tough. It's when my staff member have kids, I'm so much more sympathetic. Because
you've experienced
been there, done that.
So do you think you're better as a whole person, professionally and personally, now you're older? Now you've experienced
100%.
all the lows?
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, I'm now worse.
Worse in what way?
I'm worse in the way that I created this by having 2 kids and a wife and spending time with them and not dedicating 60, 70 hours a week at this place. I used to work from 8 till 6. Which is 10 hours a day. Monday to Friday, no weekends. No weekends, full stop from the very start.
All right.
Whereas I see some people who are developing practices, and they're working every weekend, they're working out of hours, they're doing every single hour God sends, they're going to burn out. The reason why I'm so happy and I'm not burnt out, and I'm ready to go for the next 20 years.
Because it's paced.
It's because it's paced. I work Monday to Friday. Now, I don't get until 10 o'clock, man. I go to the gym at 8 o'clock. That takes me till 9. Go home, have a shower, have a bit of breakfast. And then I might go and see one of my properties before I come to work. I'm here by 10 o'clock. I get here at 10 o'clock and my manager's already done everything anyway. Yeah. And then I can just get down to the major...
But that's very much surround yourself with clever people.
But it's took me 20 years to get people in place and do it now.
20 years?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
Kiss a few
Amanda's
frogs on the
been
way.
with us for 8 years as well.
Has she? I didn't realise it was that long, actually.
And
you're a control freak, and seeing you giving that away to Amanda, I was surprised at you, because if you were going to look at growth, I thought you're never going to let anyone make a single decision. You would be a nightmare. I would never work for you. You'd be a nightmare.
I know.
You wouldn't let me pick the toilet paper. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, I think it is with age and realising kind of what's important from a family point of view and a business point of view, the fact that you're letting her... I say letting, it sounds wrong. She's a manager managing.
Yeah, she is, yeah. Well, I always take advice from people who are better than me. There's always someone better than you. Always someone better than you.
Right.
So you take advice.
Who right now in your mindset is better than you?
Oh, Steve Bartlett.
That's a big game.
Yeah, but why not?
Who in the veterinary profession is better than you? From a practice point of view. Who would you, if I said to you, this is your practice now, give you the analogy, okay, and you want to be like X vet practice, who would that be?
There's no one. Because I think they're all doing it wrong.
So would you say then...
if they weren't doing it wrong, we wouldn't have been able to be produced.
Right.
If they were doing it right, how could we possibly even have started?
But do you think you have to have other people have to have failure for you to have success?
No, not at all.
Or are you creating your own success in the way that
I'm
you
creating my own little niche. And you look how many people have set up after me. Look how many little practices that have set up that are independent.
There's a lot more independent practices coming.
Yeah, that are doing what we're doing. And they know it can be done. And they know we can play with the big boys.
So the final question then. At the end of all this, when you come to retire, how old are you now? 40?
42.
How long do you think you've got in it?
Oh, 40, 50 years.
That'd be a miracle. The end game. Is this going to become a corporate practice? Are you going to sell to a corporate? Do you ever see that?
It depends what you mean by corporate.
Selling out to a corporate group.
If you say corporate is IVC, Medivet,
One
CVS.
of those. Yeah, I was careful not to mention any names.
Oh, were you? Oh, sorry.
Yes, but you're fine because you're your own person. I was being careful. I don't want to be sued again.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. No, I wouldn't think so. I would much prefer to let my staff lead it. I don't need to be here, man.
No.
Like,
and the thing of it is fair to say that because you've created the niche, the business, the people, the whole thing, you are unemployable.
I wouldn't say I'm unemployable.
You could work for a corporate telling you how to run this place?
I could work for it depends what it is. I could work for anybody because I will always do what makes me happy.
So if it doesn't make you happy, you just wouldn't be there?
I just wouldn't be there. If it doesn't make me happy, why would I be there? There's no point in it. I believe that happiness is the reason for living. Otherwise, what's the reason for living? What's the reason for being here? If you're not happy, what's the point? I'm very fortunate to say this because I'm financially sound. I've got other businesses.
But you've come from nothing. You've come from absolutely nothing, and that's made you appreciate it a lot more
for sure,
than having it handed to you. Because people would have thought back then that this was a huge practice. Your dad was very successful.
Yeah.
He's driving a Porsche, that you all got it handed to you. Well, after listening to this, I know this. I know you went through the mill, and he did not go easy on you.
Yeah.
And you had to prove yourself. But that has given you a big advantage over any of your competition who has been handed a big chunk of change and said, go run a vet practice. Because you've earned it, right?
Yeah, I think it's much easier doing that. And I think my dad is also proud that I'm more successful than him.
Oh, can I ask your dad to be on the podcast?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I'm
sure he'll do it. And he loves it. He loves it. He loves seeing what he created and gone, wow, look what he's done with that.
Does he share that with you?
Yeah.
Does he?
He does. He does in his older years.
You never see that.
No, you never see that, but in his older years, and I would even say that Chrissy has helped with that. Like, our family are not huggers. Our family are, you're lucky to get a smile, if that, because we're not lovey-dovey.
No.
Chrissy's family, oh my God,
the opposite.
Everyone hugs.
Yeah, I have the same dynamic at home.
So Chrissy's like, come on, guys, let's cuddle it out. So they've been cuddling for the past 17 years.
I mean, look, your dad being hugged, it must look so uncomfortable.
No, and now my dad loves it. He loves it. And, I a couple of years after COVID, I bought a car and I took him out for a spin in it. And I said to him, listen, Dad, I appreciate you have never, ever given me anything but opportunity. And that's the same you can do for anybody. You can give anybody the opportunity. Mm-hmm. But if they don't take it, then
it's on them.
It's on them. But he gave me an opportunity that I grabbed with both hands, and look where we are now.
It's a great story.
It is, yeah.
It's a great story.
I like reliving it. I don't say this very often.
No.
So I quite like the
We
fact
normally talk about snippets of this, usually
Yeah.
drunk in a bar somewhere at a vet show.
Yeah, for sure. So it's actually been really almost therapeutic to go through it and reflect. I feel great about this now.
Good.
Because I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realise about all that. You've made me say stuff that I never usually say. So I actually feel great about it.
Excellent.
I'm even happier.
Even happier, because life's about happiness.
Absolutely.
James Weston, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks
I've
so
learned
much.
things about you from the last 15 years that I didn't know, which is a lot of fun.
Because you're not asking the right questions. That's what it's all about.
Asking the right questions.
Ask the right questions to get the right answers.
So you've got to tell people to make sure they download and listen to you.
Download, click, subscribe.
Yeah. Like and follow for more. Yeah,
like
pretty
and
much.
follow for more.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thanks very much.
No.